Welcome back to Steins Gate. Last time, Suzuha began telling not just Kurisu and Okurin about her time in the future, but Daru and Mayuri as well, although Mayuri seemed a bit thrown by the idea of someone being born in the future. And, you know, she was like, 2017? But that means you don't exist. How are you here now? Yeah, we're about to get an explanation on how the universe works using a piece of yarn, courtesy of Suzuha. So let's hear how that goes. The universe is like this piece of yarn.
いくつもの可能性世界線が重ね合わせの状態になってて、常に無限個に枝分かれしてってるわけ。
Countless possible world lines exist side by side, branching out to infinity.
全体を見ると一本に見えるけど、ミクロなレベルだとより細い糸が絡み合うように世界を構成してる。
From a distance, it looks like a single string, but when you look closer, the string is actually made up of individual threads woven together.
そして最終的にはそれらの細い糸は一つに収束する。経過は違うけど結果は同じになる。
At the end, those threads converge on a single point. The paths are different, but the destination is the same.
それって決定論じゃないの？
Isn't that determinism? I feel like it's been a very long time since we've even had a tip to read, but I'm gonna save it to the end.
近いかもね。でももうちょっとアバウト。
Close. This model is a little looser.
多世界解釈とコペンハーゲン解釈のいいとこ取りって感じ。
You could say it cherry picks from the many world interpretation and the Copenhagen interpretation.
分岐はするが結末は同じ。ということは、世界は結局一つなのか。
If the branches all lead to the same place, does that mean there's only one world in the end?
そういうこと。
Exactly.
で、その収束範囲内にある世界線の束がアトラクタフィールド。
The bundle of world lines that share a point of convergence is called an attractor field.
アトラクタフィールドもたくさんある。
There are also many attractor fields.
このより糸はアトラクタフィールドアルファ。範囲内にあるのはアルファ世界線。
This string is attractor field alpha. The threads are alpha world lines. Suzuha then cuts meter lengths of blue, yellow, and white
青
yarn.
がアトラクタフィールドベータで、黄色がガンマで、白がデルタとして。
Blue is beta, yellow is gamma, and white is delta.
それぞれベータ世界線やガンマ世界線やデルタ世界線を範囲内にたくさん内包してる。それこそ何億っていう数をね。
Each is made up of countless beta world lines, gamma world lines, or delta world lines. She twists the different coloured strings together, then stretches them out as one fat, multicolored string.
アトラクタフィールドもこんな風にいくつも重ね合わせ状態になってる。
Attractor fields are superpositioned like this.
それぞれのアトラクタフィールドごとでは起きる事象も収束する結果も違う。
In each attractor field, the world lines converge on a different
干
result.
渉性は喪失してるわけ。それぞれが独立を保ってる。
They don't interact. Each attractor field is independent of the others.
元をたどれば一つだし、アトラクタフィールドもさらにマクロな視点で見れば収束するけど、そのスパンは何百年っていうレベルなんだ。より大きな分岐と見ればいいかな。
Of course, they all diverged from a common point somewhere in the past, and they will all converge again at some point in the future, but that takes many hundreds of years. You can think of the attractor fields as very long world lines.
エロゲに例えたらどういうこと？教えて、エロい人。
Can you compare it to an eroge? Teach me, oh erotic one. Okay, Daru, really?
エロい人なんていない。
There's no erotic one here.
いや、エロゲに例えるのは間違っていない。ヒロイン個別ルートがアトラクターフィールドで、その中に出てくる細かい選択肢がそれぞれの世界線だ。
No, he's right. It is like an eroge. Each heroine's route is an attractor field, and the small choices within are the individual world lines.
しかし最後には必ずトゥルールートに入ってグランドエンディングを迎える。
But at the end, they all enter the true route for the grand ending. Are we getting a bit meta here as well?
共通ルートが長いか短いか、それが問題だ。ちなみに僕だったらせっかくだから妹キャラのアトラクタフィールドを選ぶぜ。
The only difference is the length of the common parts. By the way, I'd choose the little sister's attractor field. Okay, of course you would.
勝手にしろ。
Whatever.
ダメだこいつら。早くなんとかしないと。
You guys are hopeless. Better do something quick.
私にはそのエロゲってのがよくわかんないんだけど。
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
真剣に受け取らなくていいわよ。
Just ignore them. Let me get this straight. The reason I can't save Mayuri is that her death is the event upon which this attractor field converges. But that means the world really is killing
でも
Mayuri.
さ、それじゃ未来を変えるなんて無理じゃね？結局収束しちゃうんでしょ？何をしたって結果は同じじゃん。
But then, isn't it impossible to change the future? It always converges in the end, right? No matter what you do, the result is the same. That's right. That's why Mayuri dies, no matter how many times I leap.
今、私たちがいるアトラクタフィールドアルファの範囲外に出るの。
We have to escape attractor field alpha.
範囲外。
Escape?
つまり、アトラクタフィールドベータにあるベータ世界線に飛び移るってこと？
In other words, we're going to jump to a world line in attractor field beta.
干渉できないんじゃ。
I thought attractor fields couldn't interact.
アトラクタフィールド同士が完全に分岐しちゃったらね。でも、まさに分岐しようとしている瞬間なら。
Attractor fields are normally separate, but if we go to the instant they diverge,
分岐する瞬間。それが今だっていうこと？
the instant they diverge, is that now?
ダイバージェンスが大きく変わる分岐点は2010年にあるって私は教わった。
I was taught that a major divergence occurs in 2010.
2000年や1991年並みのものすごい大分岐が起きて、アトラクタフィールドレベルで枝分かれするって。
This year, an earth-shattering event causes divergence at the attractor field level. The last time such a divergence occurred was in the year 2000, and before that, in 1991. Which makes sense why, at some point, although I don't know how Okran would have jumped from Alpha to, like, another Beta one. Actually, I don't know if he would have needed to. But it would make sense that why there was a John Titor in 2000 on one of the world lines within the specific, within like Alpha. So that would make sense.
なんで2000年と1991年なの？
What happened those years?
どっちも世界規模の大きな事件があったじゃん。
Events that changed the face of the world.
事件
？1991年はソ連崩壊だな。だが2000年は2001年なら同時多発テロがあったかも。
1991 was the collapse of the Soviet Union, right? But what happened in 2000? 2001 had the 9/11 attacks.
2000年は2000年問題の年だよ。
Of course. Yeah, obviously it was Y2K. The year 2000 problem.
はあ？あれって騒がれた割には結局大した問題は起きなかったぞ。
Y2K, but that was just hype. Nothing happened. Nothing happened because loads of people in tech and stuff were working super hard in the lead up to make sure that the dates didn't get thrown off when it went on to 2000, because loads of computers weren't equipped to go on to 2000. They were just going to reset to like 1990 or something. Not 90. Like 1900 or something like that. I don't know the exact details. But basically, yeah, nothing happened because people worked hard to stop something from happening.
それは今私たちがいるこのアルファ世界線が2000年問題が起きなかった可能性世界だから。
That's because the alpha world line we're on represents a world where Y2K didn't occur. So, in other words, there are worlds where it did occur.
そして2010年。
And that brings us to 2010.
今年って何か大きな事件起きたかな？
Did something big happen this year? Well, a time leap machine was
今年最
invented.
大の事件は
What else could it be? Suzuha looks towards the development room.
人類史上初のタイムマシン開発成功以外に何があるっての？
But the creation of humanity's first time machine.
あ、そっか、そうだよね、すごい。
Oh yeah, wow!
もう一つ疑問が。
One more question. Kurisu keeps plowing ahead. I guess that's what makes her a scientist.
重ね合わせ状態にある世界線ってパラレルワールドってわけじゃないんでしょ？
These world lines aren't parallel worlds, are they?
違うよ。あくまで可能性世界線が同時に存在しているだけ。
No, ultimately they're just possibilities that exist simultaneously.
そうだとして世界線間の観測はどうやるの？神の視点でも持たなきゃ無理なんじゃない？
Then how do you observe the differences between world lines? Wouldn't you need a god's eye view to do that?
普通ならね。でも
Normally. However, Suzuha looks at me. Don't tell me.
リーディングしたいなか。
Reading Steiner?
そういうネーミングなの？岡部倫太郎には世界線を越えて観測ができるっていう特殊な力がある。そうよね。
Is that what you call it? Okabe Rintaro, you have the power to observe changes across world lines, correct?
ああ、
Yeah,
それが鍵になる。
that's the key.
君の特殊な力が世界をセルンの支配っていう呪縛から解き放つ鍵。
Your power is the key to freeing the world from CERN's rule. But no pressure! Wow.
今の君は神に匹敵する存在なんだよ。
You have the power of a god.
俺の力が。
My power?
アトラクタフィールドアルファの範囲外、ベータ世界線へ到達すれば収束する結果も変わる。
If you escape Attractor Field Alpha and reach a beta world line, then the result will change. I feel a shiver of excitement.
助けられるのか。
So there's hope. I can save Mayuri. Suzuha nods firmly. Then I must do it. I have no choice.
ちょっと待って。
Wait a second. Risu, however, is not so enthusiastic.
本当に全部正しいの？天音さんの妄想が混じってる可能性は？
How do we know this is all true? What if Amane-san is just making stuff up?
なに？妄想なんか混じってないよ。
What? I'm not making stuff up.
落ち着け。別に喧嘩を売ってるわけじゃない。
Calm down. I'm not trying to pick a fight.
ただ疑問なのよ。そもそもどうしてあなたは岡部が持ってる力とか2010年の岡部や私がこの秋葉原にいるって知ってたの？
But I still have questions. 1. How do you know about Okabe's power? 2. How did you know Okabe and I were in Akihabara in 2010?
2017年生まれにしては詳しすぎじゃない？
Don't you know a little too much for someone born in 2017? She has a point. Everyone looks to Suzuha.
父さんの遺書にそうあった。
It was written in Dad's will. His will?
遺書ってどういうこと？
What do you mean?
私がタイムトラベルを決意したのは父さんの遺書を読んだから。
His will was what made me decide to time travel.
父さんは私が所属してるレジスタンスの設立メンバーの一人で、セルンとは別にタイムマシンの研究をしてたの。
My dad was one of the founding members of the Resistance. He hid from CERN and researched time travel on his own.
未来を変えるための研究をね。
He wanted to change the future.
でも父さんもセルンに殺されて。
But CERN killed him.
だから私は父さんの意志を継いでここにいる。
That's why I'm here. To fulfill his dream. Okay, hear me out, because I kind of feel like this thought is ridiculous, but also plausible. So, from what I remember, when she went to meet her dad, she went to an online meetup when Okabe followed her, which was the same meetup that Okabe stopped Daru from going to, and then she was like, oh, I didn't meet my dad. So, maybe her dad is Daru, which seems ridiculous, not only because I can't really believe that Daru would find a girl and have a kid within 7 years, also that feels really young to start having children, but I guess it's up to the couple. But it seems the most likely, if it's a founding member of the Resistance trying to escape CERN, I feel like the Resistance could be started from this group of people here, especially on this world line if they're stuck on Alpha, because on this world line Mayuri dies. Would make sense. I mean, she looks nothing like Daru. And I feel like Daru would have to grow up a lot before meeting someone that he could, you know, settle down with. Not that you have to settle down to have kids, it happens. But I guess that is my theory. I could be completely wrong, but given the information we have, I feel like of the characters we know, he's the most likely. Of course, it could be some random person, but I feel like that wouldn't happen for narrative reasons. But I guess we'll see. I don't know if she'll tell us for a while.
ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry. Suzuha doesn't look at Kurisu. She still seems to have a grudge against her. Kurisu would never actively cooperate with CERN. I know that, but I just can't say it in front of Suzuha. For some reason, Suzuha really does see Kurisu as responsible for the problems of the future. But if that's the case, why doesn't Suzuha just kill Kurisu? Wouldn't that change the future too? Maybe she can't. World lines converge. No matter how hard I struggle, Mayuri dies. Similarly, it may be impossible for Suzuha to kill Kurisu, no matter how much she may want to. Suzuha clears her throat as if to change the subject.
2010年の秋葉原、ここでタイムマシンが作られたことで、セルンのタイムマシン開発が加速した。
Akihabara 2010. The time machine created here accelerates CERN's own time machine research.
それを阻止する方向に歴史を導くことが必要なんだよ。
We have to stop that from happening in order to guide history in a new direction.
そしてどうやって？
Stop it? How?
セルンは俺たちの存在に気づいている。
CERN already knows about us. That's clear from Awaka's attack.
原因は君たちが一番最初にタイムマシンを使った時のメールデータだと思う。父さんはそう予測してた。
Dad believed that the ultimate cause was the very first email you sent with your time machine. What email was that? It wasn't the lottery one, was it? I feel like they sent another one before that, but I can't remember. Actually, maybe it was the lottery one.
メールデータ ハッキングがバレたのではなく。
An email? It wasn't because they caught us hacking?
だから僕のハッキングはバレてないって言ってんだろ。
Like I said, nobody can catch my hacking.
でもメールデータって
Which email are you talking about?
あれじゃないかな。クリスちゃんが死んじゃったっていうオカリンのメール。
Oh, yeah. I know. Wasn't it the email Okrin sent that said Christian died? Was it? Oh, yeah, because, well, that email, though, they didn't know how it's sent, right? That was the email he sent to Daru, I think? And he received it in the past. But they weren't using the machine. It just seemed to happen, and then he was suddenly on like an empty street or something? Maybe? That was like right at the start of the game. That was literally months ago. Right, the email I sent to Daru right after Dr. Nakabachi's conference. Yes.
あれね
Oh, that. Back then, we hadn't yet realized that the phone wave, named Subject to Change, was a time machine.
その時空を超えたメールもきっと捉えられてる。
Zern probably intercepted that email and realized what it meant.
あの時からもうバレていたと。
They were already onto us back then? Come to think of it, the first time I met Moeka was the day after I sent that email.
泳がされてたんだな、僕ら。
We really jumped in the deep end, huh?
マユシーはね、平泳ぎが得意だよ。
Mayushi's good at the breaststroke, of course. Of course she is.
はいはい。水中 M 字開脚、水中 M 字開脚。
Alright, then do a sexy underwater pose. Very different to breaststroke. They're very different things. Breaststroke is an official swimming thing, Daru. It doesn't mean you can do sexy underwater poses.
しかし一体どうやって補足を。メールなんて世界中で1日に何億という数が送られているんだぞ。
But how did they intercept our email? Hundreds of millions of emails are sent around the world each day. And I think before we get an answer and before we start working out exactly what they intercepted and why that made a difference, we'll leave it there. Yeah, I'm a bit confused about how it was that email because, yeah, I know that email traveled through time, I remember that, but also it seemed to travel through time without their input, like it just happened. It wasn't like an active, oh, let's send an email with the time machine or phone wave, as it was known then, you know, on and send it to the past. It was kind of unrelated. Well, presumably not entirely unrelated, but it didn't seem to be connected at the time. I mean, I guess we'll get an explanation. But yeah, don't tell me if my theory about Daru being her dad is true, because I don't want that spoiled for me. I just feel like that was the thing that came to mind when I remembered that he was taken by Ocarin away from the meet that she also went to, where she didn't meet her dad and got all depressed. Like, it could have been someone else there, but that feels like a clue. Don't tell me. I will find out for myself. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.